Has someone you love started showing small, quiet changes that are easy to overlook? Many believe that the final stage of life comes suddenly, but the truth is, the body often gives subtle warnings months, sometimes even a year, before that final goodbye. These signs are not always obvious. In fact, most families only recognize them in hindsight, but today, we're going to uncover the 5 subtle signs that may indicate a person is approaching their final year. Understanding these signs can help you prepare emotionally, practically, and most importantly, compassionately. Stay with us until the end. This information could help you make every remaining moment truly meaningful. Sign 1. Significant and unintentional weight loss. One of the first signs is unexpected weight loss. At first, it might be subtle. Maybe their pants fit looser. Maybe they start skipping meals or leave food unfinished. You may hear them say they're just not hungry anymore. But this isn't always just normal aging. When an elderly person begins to lose weight without trying, it can be a sign that the body is struggling to absorb nutrients or that muscle mass is wasting away. The metabolism slows and the appetite fades. This is often the body's quiet way of preparing for what's ahead. Underlying conditions like heart failure, cancer, or kidney issues may play a role. And emotional factors, such as depression, anxiety, or grief, can suppress the urge to eat. Even the joy of food diminishes as taste buds weaken and digestion slows. Families might try to offer favorite meals or protein drinks. But when weight continues to drop, it becomes less about nutrition and more about comfort. Focus on what they enjoy: small, soft meals, warm tea, their favorite dessert. At this point, it's not about reversing the process, it's about dignity and care. Sign 2. Persistent fatigue and weakness. We all get tired, but there's a difference between a good night's sleep solving the problem and a fatigue that never goes away. In the final year of life, the body starts conserving energy. Even simple tasks like brushing teeth or walking to the kitchen become exhausting. Some may sleep longer, nap often, or withdraw from activities they once enjoyed. This deep fatigue isn't laziness. It's the body's way of slowing down. Organ systems begin to decline, muscles lose strength, and what once felt like daily routine becomes a major effort. Emotionally, this can take a toll. People who were once lively and independent might feel frustrated, even embarrassed. They may begin to withdraw, avoid conversation, or lose interest in hobbies. This is the time to meet them where they are. Let them rest, offer gentle support. Don't push, just be present. Sometimes a hand to hold or a quiet moment together is all they need. Sign 3. Cognitive confusion and emotional withdrawal. You might notice a loved one start to forget things, not just where they left the keys, but people's names, important dates, or even where they are. They may seem disoriented in familiar settings. Their thoughts drift, and their words don't always connect the way they used to. This mental fog is often a sign of reduced blood flow and oxygen to the brain. As circulation slows, the brain struggles to stay sharp. Decision-making becomes harder, conversations become confusing, and sometimes they just fall silent. They may also become emotionally distant. Someone who once lit up at family visits might now prefer to sit alone. Not because they don't care, but because connection takes energy they don't always have. This can be heartbreaking, but it's not something they can control. It's the brain's way of coping with the body's changes. The best gift you can offer is patience. Sit beside them, speak gently, remind them of your love even when they can't find the words to say it back. Sign 4. Frequent infections and slow healing. A strong immune system is one of the first things to weaken in the final stages of life. You may notice they catch colds more easily, or that a small bruise or cut takes weeks to heal. These aren't isolated events. They're signals that the body is struggling to repair itself. Conditions like pneumonia, urinary tract infections, or skin irritations may become more common. And unlike younger adults, an elderly person might not spike a fever or show typical symptoms. Instead, they may just seem more tired, more confused, or suddenly uninterested in food. This is why attentive care is so important. Soft blankets, moisturized skin, gentle hygiene. These small things can bring comfort that medicine alone can't provide. When infections repeat or take longer to recover from, it's a gentle reminder that the body is turning inward. Healing now comes not from hospitals, but from warmth, love, and rest. Sign 5, changes in breathing and circulation. Breathing tells us more than we realize. In the final stages of life, you may hear it change. Breathing may become shallow or irregular. Some people develop a rhythm called Cheney-Stokes, a pattern of deep breaths followed by long pauses. Others may seem winded after a short walk or simply sitting up in bed. Circulation also changes. Hands and feet may feel cold. Skin might turn pale or take on a bluish hue, especially around the fingers and toes. These are signs the heart is working harder, prioritizing vital organs. In some cases, fluid builds up in the lungs, causing coughing or discomfort when lying flat. You may notice your loved one prefers sleeping propped up or in a recliner. This isn't just preference, it's the body finding comfort. There may not be a way to change what's happening, but there is always a way to bring comfort. A fan to keep the air cool, a humidifier to ease dry breathing, a soft blanket, and most of all, your presence. Final thoughts, a time for peace, not panic. Recognizing these signs is not about fear, it's about readiness. Yes, it's hard to accept. We all want our loved ones to stay with us just a little longer. But there comes a time when letting go is the greatest act of love. These signs, weight loss, fatigue, confusion, infection, and breathing changes, are not just medical facts. They are whispers from the body that it is preparing for rest. So don't wait until it's too late to say what matters. Share a story, hold a hand, sit quietly, and just be there. Because in the end, it's not about how many days are left. It's about how much love you fill those days with. Thank you for being here. If this video helped you, please share it with someone who may need these words today. Leave a comment below and let us know how we can support you in this journey. And remember, you are not alone. Love and wisdom walk with you every step of the way.